Hi, I'm Charles Moman, a retired elementary music teacher. I'm out at Muscatatuck National Wildlife Refuge right now, and these roads behind me and all over this place, I've run hundreds of miles while training for ultramarathons. Why am I telling you that? Well, in 2015, I did a race that benefited Candles. 5 years later, I would like to do something else, but I want it to be a bit different, and I'd like you to be a part of it. In 2015, I was blessed and privileged to travel with our beloved Eva to Auschwitz twice, both the January trip and the summer trip, and then again last fall to Romania. After the January 2015 trip, I talked to Keel, the former executive director of Candles, and said I had an upcoming race coming up, the Indiana Trail 100, and I'd like to turn it into a fundraiser for Candles. He agreed, did a great job arranging it, and we ended up raising over $13,000 for Candles. Recently, I approached the Candle staff and said, well, this event happened 5 years ago. I would like to do an anniversary event, but in a different way, and you can be involved. In May of 2020, we're having an alumni weekend, and during that weekend, on May 16th, on a Saturday at 7 a.m., those of you that want to can be involved in the Hawthorne half-day race. Do not let the word race scare you. This is a timed event. You don't have a deadline where you have to finish the race like you do in a 5K or a half marathon or a marathon. Instead, we do 5K loops primarily through the woods, so it's basically hiking. There will be people there that are running seriously. There'll be people that are walking, and I tend to do both whenever I do this race. So you come to the race at 7 a.m. and you do as many loops as you want. We're going to have a pop-up canopy. We're going to have refreshments and drinks for you. We'll have chairs. You can have a bag there with extra shoes or socks or shirt or whatever you want, and a pop-up tent where you can change clothes in privacy. You can go out and do one loop that morning, and you could stop if you wanted to, but I think we can all remember Eva saying, never give up. So we're going to ask you to never give up and do more than you think you can. So you could go out and do a loop, and you could sit and rest for a while, go back out and do another one. Now some of you are thinking, I can't do 6 miles, that's too far. You probably have already done it, because at the Auschwitz trip, there's one day where we do probably 6 miles or maybe even more. So I think you've already done this. And so what you do is a loop, come rest if you want to. If you're a real runner, go out and run your heart out and get a bunch of miles in. But I'm asking you to go and do a walk, take a rest, go out and do another one, and maybe do 3 or 4. You get to walk with fellow alumni. You certainly have many things in common, and you can have great talks while we are raising money for Eva. This money will go to the Eva Corps Legacy Education Fund. How do you get ready for an event like this? Just get out walking. You should be doing that anyway, and I'm sure some of you do. So get out and get some walks in each week, and I would strongly urge you to go out and get in the woods and do some hiking, because that's basically what you're going to be doing at this event. So I think it's something that anybody could do. You get to take your time. You could go do a loop and sit for 2 hours if you want, and go out and do that second loop if that is your goal. But whatever you can do is fine, and it'll be a great event, and it's a way for us to honor Eva, and I hope you'll be a part of it. See you in May.